Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on a Steam title that has gone free forever. We'll cover that, and there are a bunch of good deals on Steam right now, as always, that we'll cover. Always a lot of good stuff. These deals are going to be available directly on Steam, so give them a look if you're interested. But right off the top, Sports Friends has gone free forever on Steam. Sports Friend is a compendium of award-winning local multiplayer games featuring retro-styled fighting in Bari Ball, I hope I said that right, quad-like pole dueling in Super Pole Riders, and high-velocity passing in Hokura, and on Mac and Linux face-to-face sparring in Johann Sebastian Joust. So not too familiar with it. Mostly positive reception, 67 user reviews, 79% positive. A breakdown of the titles: Bari Ball, retro-styled fighting game; Super Pole Riders, quad-like pole vaulting duel game; Hokura, high-velocity sports game; and on Mac and Linux only, Johann Sebastian Joust, face-to-face physical party game. 4 award-winning games together in one tight-knit package: simple, accessible, multiplayer fun, strategically deep, and highly replayable, and perfect for events and parties. For Joust, they do note, requires a Bluetooth connection and at least 2 PlayStation Move controllers, and is only supported on Mac and Linux, and the other titles require 2 USB game controllers with twin analog sticks. So it has gone free forever. They put out a note on why it's gone free. Ownership of the game has transferred from ownership has transferred, and I believe they have a statement out. Let me try to pull that up. Yeah, announcement: Sports Friends goes free on May 29th. I'm Doug, producer of Sports Friends and designer of JS Joust. Next month marks the 10th anniversary of the initial Sports Friends release on PS3 and PS4. All of our lives have changed quite a bit over the last decade. Because we're not in a position to support or update Sports Friends moving forward, we've decided to make a few organizational changes. Starting May 29th, Sports Friends will become a free download, both here on Steam and on all other platforms which the game is available. We plan to keep it free for the foreseeable future. We want to make sure that Sports Friends remains available to play in the future for as many people as possible. To ensure long-term stewardship of the project, we're transferring ownership for the Sports Friends from Fabric LLC to Bennett Foddy. Supporting JS Joust is especially tricky given operating system limitations. Together with Sports Friends programmer Jonathan Whitting, we will be open sourcing a version of JS Joust for Linux, and we've been meaning to do this for years, and so this is a good excuse to finally get it done. Stay tuned for a link and details soon. Big thank you to everyone who supported the project along the way. Our Kickstarter backers, Sony, Pop Agenda for all their recent logistical supports, friends and family, and all of you who purchased and played the game for over the last 10 years. Here's hoping the game will remain playable for many more years. Long live local multiplayer. Yes, long live local multiplayer indeed. Sports Friends available free right now on Steam forever, and it will remain free for the foreseeable future. Moving on from that, I do want to highlight a couple of good Steam game deals that are available right now. Right off the top, we do have Undertale, which is 75% off for $2.49. Undertale is one of those games that I feel like everybody should at least give a chance to. For a while, though, it was like holding up in price. It would get down to like $10. I think it started at $15 because now the MSRP, or rather, the regular price is $9.99. I believe before it was $15, but I remember it would go down to like $8 and it would just like kind of settle there. Now it's down to $2.49, and I would say that is a damn good deal for what you're getting. Very much a throwback RPG here, very reminiscent of titles such as Earthbound. That's usually the comparison you're going to see. Now, I'm not a big like Earthbound player or anything like that, but nevertheless, that is available. $2.49. I think a really great deal for Undertale. It's a game with 200,000 Steam user reviews, and 96% of those reviews are positive. $2.49 I think is a ridiculous deal as well, and I believe like a new low for Undertale. I don't think it's ever gotten down to $1.49, but I might be wrong about that. Next up, do want to give a shout to Days Gone, 75% off for $12.49. Now, I imagine some of you guys have had enough of Sony and don't want to support them anymore. Look, Days Gone does not require PlayStation Network account linking, and Days Gone is a damn good game that is super underrated, so I thought I would still give it a shout. It's also a tremendous PC port, runs well on the Steam Deck. It's a good game. Has a little bit too much content, which I know is a uncommon complaint to make, but if they shaved a little bit of content, Days Gone would have actually been a better game, and it kind of just overstays its welcome. Unfortunately, game will never get a sequel, much to the ire of the hardcore Days Gone community, and trust me, there is a hardcore Days Gone community. There might not be many of them, but the people that like Days Gone love Days Gone. It's almost It's a little comical to see how much they like it, but like, yo, it's a good game. It's certainly not at the level of the best PlayStation titles, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's actually quite a good game, and I would say for $12.49, a very, very good pickup as well. Next up, do want to give a shout to No Man's Sky. It's not seeing a new low, but it is 50% off for $29.99. They did recently announce the Adrift Expedition update, so yeah, I'm not much of a No Man's Sky player these days, but I always can appreciate a game coming back from the depths of hell, because your boy spent $59.99 on this game back in 2016, and it was a pile of trash in 2016. Awful PC performance, and the game was just super bare bones. They have made a lot of strides, and I mean, it went from having like negative reviews, I don't remember how bad it was, but now it's at mostly positive, and even recently, it's at very positive at 92%. No Man's Sky has always been a game that I want to like go back and sink some time into. It just seems like a fascinating game, and for me, sometimes I want a game that I could just, it can be fairly mellow, and I feel like No Man's Sky can offer that, but, you know, haven't really sunk an obscene amount of time into it in recent years. But nevertheless, $29.99 for that doesn't really get much cheaper, and given that Hello Games has done a great job with offering free updates, I feel like they should be rewarded, and keeping their price point a little higher, I think, is fine. And lastly, do want to give a shout to Terraria for the two people that don't own it. And you know what? Maybe a younger audience that got into PC gaming more recently, they might not own Terraria. I mean, it's a game that was huge in its heyday and still maintains a pretty strong, consistent player base. But at this point, it's not talked about as much as it was back in the day, and it's not one of those games that I think people view as absolutely essential. It's not my style of game, these survival crafting games, but given that it's down to $4.99, I feel like that's a pretty damn good price for one of the most iconic PC games of all time, and one that was kept updated for a very long time, and has been one that you can constantly go back to. So, you know, $5 for that as a part of the Open World Survival Crafting Fest, I think is a pretty good deal. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Sports Friends has gone free forever. Go check that out. That is available on Steam. You've got Undertale, 75% off for $2.49. I think is a tremendous deal on that. Definitely go check that out. Would highly recommend that. Days Gone, 75% off for $12.49. No Man's Sky, 50% off for $29.99. And Terraria, 50% off for $4.99. Good deals across the board. Links to everything, as always, in the description box below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.